Hey guys, welcome back to Anime Club, the show where we watch the first few episodes of an anime series and give you our first impressions. I'm Reina Scully.
And I'm William Haynes.
And this week we watched the first season of Sword Art Online.
Oh, wow. Sword Art Online is one of those shows where people get stuck in a video game.
Yep, an MMO virtual reality video game.
This is everybody's gonna already say that this is just like that other show, Log Horizon, which we also watched on Anime Club once, but in this show, it's more real.
It's more dangerous.
It's more dangerous. If you die in this one, you die in real life. You ever died in real life? It sucks, I can tell you that.
Sword Art Online starts by first focusing on the main character, who is Kirito. He's in the real world first, and then he puts the nerve gear on, and he goes into the virtual reality world.
He might be one of the plainest main characters in an anime ever, which should be intentional because he's supposed to look like his real life self, right? Like what a real life person would look like.
Right, right.
He's just a dude. He's just a dude.
He's just a
He's
normal
not like,
dude.
I got yellow hair that goes out like this,
like
or
Super Saiyan,
or I got long red hair that flows down my back. He's just like,
yeah.
I got a bowl cut.
Yeah. Oh, he doesn't have a bowl cut.
Kind of.
All right, maybe. But he's still good looking. I have an issue.
Are you serious?
I have a problem. I think it's his voice. I think I'm into his voice.
Because he's kind of just like, oh, I'm mysterious, but you know everything about me because the show is all about me.
And he's like so powerful.
He lives with his mom and his sister.
That's
Come on.
fine. This anime is definitely action adventure. I felt the same way I felt as I watched Inuyasha. Like, it's very typical. It's very classic.
Inuyasha is the second anime. No, Inuyasha is the first anime I've ever seen in my whole life. So
really?
I think it's either that or Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh my goodness,
I
that's
can't
adorable.
remember that far back in my life, but that's the first one I really liked.
It was only like 10 years ago.
I mean, no, it was more than that.
Okay.
Little boy, Adult Swim started a long time ago. I was there, and it was started off, and I started watching it, and I liked Kagome, and it was really scary to me.
The reason I say I have the same feelings is because it's not like it's like a slasher anime or anything like that. But
when people do get slashed, there's just a huge gash.
Yeah, and
then it goes away.
Yeah, it's not like the type that we normally like, where it's like gushing blood and they're like flying out.
Where it's freaking blood is like.
The reason I say it reminds me of things like Inuyasha is because the main character is not flawed, not really anyway. He just, he's a solo player, he doesn't want to party up, that's not really a big deal. It kind of uncovers his personality a little bit later on in the show. And the female character is not really conflicted at all. Okay, one real main issue I have with the show is that Asuna is a little bit too perfect of a female main character, and I really don't enjoy that. I like it better when she has conflicts. I like it better when there's stuff to overcome. I would have liked it better if maybe he had some other female interest at first, and she had to like fight for his love or something like that. Anything like that.
You want his first love to die, because that's often what happens to your first love.
The other thing that I kind of find odd or that I don't really enjoy is, I know I said I liked Kirito, I really just like the voice actor. It's not harem-y, but in the first few episodes, every girl he encounters wants him.
Want to smash?
You want to smash? You want to
bang? Him, he looks short.
But he's cool, you know?
You gotta sit back and relax.
Yeah,
you gotta be more.
I know what I'm doing. I was a beta tester,
I was
baby.
a beta tester. You can call me a beater, because
they do call him a beater. It's
they
really
call him
weird.
a beater.
It's kind of weird. That's how it's translated. It got weird. It's really interesting. As much as this isn't one of my favorite anime or anything like that, but I do recommend it to a lot of people who haven't seen a lot of different anime, because this has a lot of different anime tropes that are very common in many animes, so you can kind of watch it and see if you enjoyed it or not, to see if you would enjoy that genre, I guess.
Yeah, what I was waiting for, the most like generic anime thing, is when all the characters say that my dream, my yume, is to, my dream is to have this thing. But they didn't do that yet. Maybe I gotta watch a couple more episodes.
Yeah, well, they will, don't worry.
A part happens at the end of the second episode where they're fighting that big old, I don't know, what kind of animal would you call that? A kangaroo? In my face, it's like a rhino kangaroo to me, because it was strange to me because it's huge, but for some reason it's doing acrobatics in the air.
It's like an Avatar where they like mix two animals.
Yeah, where they mix two animals together.
Yeah.
That's what it was to me. It also had a sword, they call it a katana wielder or something like that. So after you beat that, if you're the last guy to hit it, you get an item bonus.
Yes, okay, much like many
which
MMOs.
was strange though, he told the girl, he's like, let's both hit it at the same time and we can both get the item bonus. Or I guess that's what I thought he was saying, but he ended up hitting it last, and he yelled for a long time while hitting it. He sliced it. That would have been good, but then it was that would have been fine. And then, and then like you did too much.
Yeah.
And after that, he got the midnight jacket, it's called. And while he's having a conversation with people, yeah, it's a duster. Yeah. Oh my goodness! Once you describe it as a duster,
it's lame, right?
It's lame.
I know.
Like, dude, are you wearing a duster? Yeah, I'm wearing a duster.
Yeah,
I gotta get a duster. But yeah, he puts it on, and I don't know, what does it give him? +2 agility or something? Like,
yeah.
I mean, or +2 lameness. Am I right? Slide me some, brother. Slide me some that way. Snap. All right, but yeah.
There are a lot of time jumps in this show.
Oh yeah, they went from the next episode, it was a month.
Like, right. And then in the next one, it's like many months actually. And then it's like Christmas or something. And then like a couple episodes later, it's Christmas again. But you kind of have to gauge how the time is moving by what level Kirito is at. And
can we look at it? Can we see it? Did they show it?
Well, his gauge bar, his like HP bar shows,
it gets bigger and bigger?
Well, no, it doesn't get bigger. Like sometimes it flashes and you can kind of pay attention and see what level he is. But in the 3rd or 4th episode or so, like he starts hiding his level and he starts telling people he's actually of a lower level.
This man's a sneaksman.
Well, he has his raisins. But my point was...
He has raisins.
He has raisins.
He has his raisins. Well, you know, I'm a sneaky guy, but did you notice these raisins? Okay.
The time skip made no sense to me. Like suddenly he'll be like, oh, Klein, like where have you been? I'm at level 50. And then like the next episode, he's like, I'm actually at level 78, but I'm gonna help these level 40s. And it's very strange to me. I feel like they could have developed it a little bit more. It could have been a little bit more fleshed out, but it needed to move at that speed so that it could fulfill what it needed to do. There's 2 arcs in the 1st season. So in order to do that...
this is one of those short shows, not one of those that last forever.
Yeah, no, it's not. Yeah, it's under 30 episodes, what, like 26 or something like that? Yeah. So I get why they had to do that, but when he reconnects with Asuna, they don't even really explain how that happens. She just kind of, the episode starts and he's standing there helping her command with Blood Oath and whatnot, and it just makes no sense whatsoever. Like, why is she there all of a sudden? Did you meet up with her again? Like, what level are we? What floor are we on? I have a lot of questions regarding that.
Is he gonna smash?
Yeah, you know he's gonna smash. Another reason why I think I like Kirito is because he truly understands that it's a video game. He's at a super higher level, but he's on a lower floor because he's helping a girl go to the valley or hill or whatever to regenerate her dead familiar, Pina. But anyway, what happens is he battles for her and they're all like slicing at him, but he keeps regenerating. And it's because he's at such a high level that they're not even touching him. Like, it's something like he regenerates 600 HP per 10 seconds, but they can only do 400 HP worth of damage within 10 seconds, so they're not hurting him whatsoever. And then he goes, do you see how unfair this world is? Do you see how unfair the reality is? This is the reality of an MMORPG game. If I'm at a higher level, it doesn't matter how skilled you are on this level, you'll never be able to touch me. And I found that to be really interesting and compelling because he seems like he's so into the game and he loves that environment and he did nothing but want to live in that environment in the beta test and whatnot, and yet he still understands the cruelty and the almost like illogic sense of this MMO universe.
But it's still more interesting than living at home with his mom and his sister.
Yeah, it is, apparently. Well, I understand that. I want to visit this. I want to visit Ironcrad.
Oh, okay.
So that's all we have for you this week on Sword Art Online. Next week, we're going to be watching the 2nd season of Sword Art Online.
2nd season? Yes. How am I going to get there?
You're going to power through. If you want to check out Sword Art Online Season 2 along with us, head on over to crunchyroll.com/SFNerd to get your free premium membership trial, and then take a video of yourself giving us your review with the hashtag Sword2 with the number 2. And come back again next week.
And in that, tell us what video game you'd want to be trapped in for the rest of your life. Mine be Kingdom Hearts. I'm terrified of Heartless.
That's a great one.
But it'd probably be Kingdom Hearts.
That's an excellent one.
And then I just go to, not Tarzan world, but one of those other worlds.
Yeah. Mine's Pokemon, duh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
PETA doesn't exist in that world, but okay. Like our friends.
That aspect of if you die in the video game, you die in real life, really adds to the drama and to the suspense of the anime and makes every scene and every battle situation more intense for you watching, because you don't really want the characters you love to die. And the video game, even though it's kind of a dangerous one if it actually existed, but it kind of makes you want to live in that world. As crazy as that sounds, I kind of want it to... I mean, who doesn't want to live in a video game?
It's my absolutely #1 favorite anime ever. Because it's just so good. It's really good. It's really, really good. This is an action anime. Just the name, Sword Art Online, kind of gives you the idea that it's an action anime. But at the same time, it has a little bit of everything at some point in the series. It has elements that drag people of many different audiences in. It has the action, it has a kind of more settled down romantic part of it. It has its happy moments, its sad moments, its at the edge of your seat moments, so it's got a lot of those. A lot of them.
The animation is gorgeous, the artwork is gorgeous, the style and the action are extremely well done. I really like the characters. They have a lot of forced romances in anime. It's either, oh, I've met you and you are the one and we are going to be together forever. Or it's, oh, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, but I secretly love you. Or, oh, I hate you and I don't realize that I actually love you. Or, oh, I am out of touch with my feelings and I don't want to admit. And it's just irritating and I roll my eyes at it. This one I actually believe.
What is up, Anime Club? I am that black anime kid. Not the only one. There's others. I'm just one of them. And the main character being Kirito, who pretty much starts off, he's pretty much this badass MMORPG player. He hacks, he was a part of the beta, he's just this badass character. And then you have his love interest, Asuna, who starts off badass and then becomes the basic I can't do anything unless I have my man with me kind of character, which kind of disappointed me. The characters all started to become this generic, like Lolita type characters. You had a bunch of generic ones, and they all pretty much, it all seemed like they all couldn't do anything unless they had Kirito with them.
I love anything that has to do with being in a virtual reality. That's not true, because I didn't like, what was it, Log Horizon? There's a whole bunch of like mental things that, I mean, that's my jam. I love anything psychological. It just makes me really, really happy. So there's lots of psychological things about what would happen if people really were trapped in a game like this.
It really reminded me of one of the first animes I really got into, which was .hack Sign, which is really why I ended up being so much into gaming and so on. So I really like this one, and I will definitely keep watching it.